Hello friends, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 3 different styles of DIY Christmas ornaments, and within those 3 different styles I'll be showing 3 different variations or designs. Now in this first ornament we are going to be taking these ornaments that look like mason jars from the Dollar Tree, and I took the tag off and the base, and within that base I am going to decorate it with many different things, and in this case it's going to be a Christmas tree, and I'm just checking to see on its size because you want to be able to close the lid with whatever you're going to use. And with this one I had to take the base off of it because it was too tall. So then I decided to just go ahead and use a smaller one plus these little mini ones that I got from the Dollar Tree. But don't worry, I do end up using that bigger tree in a different mason jar. And I'm also going to be using these little buttons that I think my friend Carolyn sent me these, and I'm trying to figure out how to set this little red truck inside the lid. And I wanted the truck to be up taller so that you can see it over the lip of the lid. So I took a popsicle stick and I just measured it, and I'm cutting it with my wire cutters, and I'm going to double it up because I really do want that tree, or that truck I mean, to be up high enough to be seen. So I'm going to glue those two glue sticks together and then glue the truck onto the glue sticks and glue everything within the lid. And then I'm going to hot glue some of this Spanish moss down into the bottom just to cover up the gray part of the lid as well as the popsicle sticks. And then I'm going to add some snow, and I started off by adding the snow in the snow globe itself, but it turned out that I used way too much, and so in the end I just went ahead and sprinkled some snow right in the lid on top of the Spanish moss. It was at this point that my phone that I was using for a camera, the memory got full, and it got full so quickly that I knew if I was going to be able to get anything accomplished in this video, I was going to have to switch over to my Canon camera, which does a really good job, but for some reason it has like a yellowish tone now to the footage. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if there is a setting on my phone that I can change. I will have to look into that. So anyway, from now on for the rest of this video I will be using my Canon camera and not my iPhone, and hopefully this video will turn out okay. So as you can see here, after a little bit of finagling with the snow, I got it to look pretty good down in the bottom of that jar. And now I am just making a simple shoestring bow with some ribbon that I picked up from Walmart. I got a whole stack of, I think, 6 different spools of ribbon for a pretty decent price. I can't remember how much, maybe like $5 or something. So here I am just making a simple bow, and I'm just fiddling with it to make sure that I get the loops not too big, you know, just so that it looks nice. And here it is all complete, the first variation of the first ornament. Now I'm going to show you the next two variations. I'm not going to cut in with any talk unless I absolutely have to. I'm just going to go ahead and set it to some beautiful Christmas music, and I hope you enjoy. This is that tree that I started to use in the first variation, and I'm just showing here that I ended up having to cut a bit of the bottom off of it. You can do that with these little bottle brush trees. If you didn't know, if you have some good wire cutters, you can cut the bottom off of it. And here I am just trimming a little bit more because it was still not setting properly. But you can make them any height that you need just by cutting the wire. I said I wasn't going to break in with any dialogue, but here I am doing it again. I'm just wanting to show you here that I went ahead and mixed some of the reindeer moss or Spanish moss or whatever that stuff is called with the snow in this little bowl, and then put it in with hot glue. I was trying all different methods of doing this. This didn't really make that big of a difference, so I do end up going back to just putting the reindeer moss in and then the snow on top of it. You know, just trying different methods and ways to do things. You can do it however you find is easiest for you. For variation 3 of the first project, I am going to be using some things that my friend Carolyn from Australia sent me. She sent these to me last year at Christmas time. These little wooden cutouts and lots of cute little things. And I'm going to be staining it with this wood marker, this furniture marker. I got these off of Amazon. I'm not sure I like them that much. You'll see why I say that later on in the video. After looking at this ornament for a while, I decided I didn't like the kangaroo to be so dark because it was very hard to see it in the globe behind, with those trees and everything. So I decided to go back in later, and I'm adding some Mod Podge, and I'm going to put some glitter, and that will just bring some light in there and hopefully make it so that you can see the little kangaroo better, because it's so cute. Unfortunately, it really didn't make a whole lot of difference in the picture how you could see the kangaroo, but you can definitely see it better in person. And then after I did those three, I was having so much fun, I went ahead and made several more that were different. I did not video them, or this video would be 2 hours long. So anyway, I'm showing you here the ones that I did off camera, and I would really like to know which one of those is your favorite. Leave it in the comment section below. Of not just the three that I showed you how I did on camera, but the ones that I just showed you in the pictures as well. Which one is your favorite? So for project number 2, I'm going to be using these Scrabble tiles and these little Scrabble holders. I don't know what you call them. I got them off of Amazon. I will link everything I got from Amazon in the description box below if you're interested in getting those. But yeah, these Scrabble tiles were so much fun to work with. So let's get on with variation number 1. And here I am using that furniture stain marker again, and this is where I tell you that I'm not real thrilled with them. They work awesome on really small things, but if you're trying to do something big like this, they seem to dry up really fast, if that makes any sense. So I did try my best to use the marker on this whole thing, but in the end I switched to some paint, and you will see that in the next clip. I'm going to be adding these Dress It Up buttons that I got from Amazon. These are of the nativity scene, I believe, and I will show you how I'm going to use these to decorate my Old Holy Night sign. I'm showing you here they've got an angel and a shepherd. Okay, so this is the shepherds and the lambs, not the nativity. I wanted to jazz up the star a little bit, so I decided to go ahead and use some Mod Podge and some gold glitter, because you have to have those twinkling stars especially at Christmas time. So here I am just figuring out where I want to position the words onto the little Scrabble holder, and I am going to adhere everything with hot glue. Now I do later on go back and add some popsicle sticks to the back just to reinforce things a little bit more. I figured it out as I went along that they needed to have that little bit of reinforcement. So that's what I am going to do. Then I cut the little shank off the back of these buttons and hot glued them in place as well. And then I decided the star needed to be elevated up a little bit higher, so they actually sent some of these blank tiles, just like in a regular Scrabble game, that you can use, and I decided to use that to glue the star to, and then glue that on top of the O in O Holy Night. After I got the popsicle reinforcements on the back, I decided to go ahead and hide all of that work with some of this ribbon. Again, I got this ribbon from Walmart, and I decided to put the hanger on before I covered it up so that I could cover the hanger part up too. For variation number 3, I'm going to be using some of these plastic snowflakes that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I don't know whether over time some of the glitter wore off of them or if I got them and they weren't very glittery, but in any case I felt like they needed to have more sparkle, so again I'm using Mod Podge and iridescent glitter. And this is how variation number 3 turned out. It turned out so cute. I loved all 3 of the ones that I showed you. I really can't pick a favorite. And I was so inspired and I was having so much fun working with these Scrabble letters that I went on to create a bunch more. And please let me know after you looked at all of these which one is your favorite. Like I said, I couldn't choose a favorite. And then Olivia, she saw me working with these and she decided to join me, and she came up with her own, and I think hers turned out super cute as well. For project number 3, I will be using these little mini embroidery hoops that I got off of Amazon. Like I said, anything I got from Amazon I will link in the description box below. And for this first variation, you saw that I put some, what is that called? Burlap fabric on, and then I'm using these wooden cutouts. My friend Kim from Kim's Country Corner, she has a channel here on YouTube, sent me this packet of wooden Christmas cutouts last year for Christmas, and I decided to use some in these projects today. And as you see, it didn't quite fit on the embroidery hoop, but I didn't mind at all. I really kind of liked it sticking up like that. And this one I kept very neutral and natural. I didn't stain the wood on it at all. For variation number 2, I found some white yarn that has some, I don't know, metallic-y, iridescent looking thread running through it in my stash, and I decided to go ahead and just wrap this around and around and around the hoop, starting at the top and just working myself down. And as I would wrap a few times, and then I would scoot it up the wrapped pieces up together real tight so that you couldn't see any of the embroidery hoop through it. Now this did take a little bit of time, but not an excessive amount of time, maybe I don't know, 15-20 minutes, but of course you will be seeing it on high speed, and some parts of it's cut out so it doesn't keep you hanging for so long. When I got halfway around, and so that I'm directly where the hanger is going to go, I am going to put this tree on there. Now the stand on it stuck out way too far, so I just took my wire snips and I cut it down. It doesn't matter that it's not very pretty looking, but I'm going to go ahead and hot glue that in place, and then I'm going to take the yarn and I'm going to wrap it around and around and around the bottom of that tree base, just to hide the plastic part of it and to make it look cohesive like it is snow. And at this point I did cut the yarn off of the ball so that it would be easier to work with. And once I got to the end of this little piece of yarn, I went ahead and tied it back onto the ball and then continued on around to the very top of the embroidery hoop. And I did hot glue in places just to keep this yarn in place so it wouldn't slip down off of the little stand from the tree. And I didn't like the way the base was looking around that tree. I just didn't feel like I got it wrapped good, so I wanted to disguise that more. So I'm going to add some Mod Podge and some of the fake snow mixed with glitter, and that did a really good job of hiding the base of that tree and making it look like there was a big old pile of snow that had gathered at the trunk of this tree. For variation number 3, I am going to use just a scrap of this buffalo check. I don't think this is really buffalo check. I think it's more of a black and white gingham. Anyway, ribbon, and I'm just going to sandwich that within the embroidery hoop. So as you can see, I used that buffalo check ribbon, I'm just going to call it that, although I think, like I said, I think it's a gingham, as the backdrop to like a shadow box type scene. I'm going to build a scene on the inside of this hoop using that ribbon as the backdrop. And I decided that I did not like the way the raw edges looked on that ribbon because it was going to be on the front of the ornament, and I could not get it cut completely flush with the embroidery hoop. I decided to take some of this jute twine and just hot glue it all the way around. It kind of disguised that raw edges of the ribbon and just made it look a little bit more rustic and woodland. Again, I was having so much fun working with these ornaments with these little miniature embroidery hoops that I went ahead and did several more projects. And as a little bonus, even though I know this video is getting kind of long, I decided to go ahead and film a fourth variation, mainly because I wanted to share with you how I used some more of these items that my friend Carolyn sent me from Australia. She sent me quite a bit of little scrapbooking materials, and I decided to use those scrapbooking materials in the Christmas ornaments video. Hope you enjoy. I hope you're enjoying this video, even though, like I said, it is getting kind of long. And I didn't have a pencil handy, and I was kind of blocked in by my camera and my light that I didn't want to get up, so I'm just using the end of a paintbrush to kind of make an indent on where I want to cut the paper. It wasn't, it worked. I should have just got up and got a pencil, but it ended up working. So here are the rest of the variations of Project 3 that I did. Like I said, I just had so much fun, I just couldn't stop. When I get in the zone, I just have to keep crafting. So let me know which one is your favorite from Project 3 of the 8 different variations. And here is a recap of all 3 projects. Project 1, the mason jars. Project 2, the Scrabble pieces. I had to take 2 pictures because they wouldn't all fit in one. And then Project 3, the embroidery hoops. Let me know which one is your favorite of each project, and then your all-time favorite of all the projects combined. Just let me know. I'm very interested to hear. I like them all, but I definitely have some favorites of my own. Alright friends, that's it for this video. It got very long. I'm so sorry if you don't like long videos, but I just had so much fun creating these things and I just couldn't stop. I've said that so many times in this video. I just couldn't stop. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some inspiration and used some of my ideas to create some ornaments of your own. If you're crafty, you'll have a great time, and if you're not crafty, these projects were very easy. Even the most non-crafty person in the world could do these projects. Alright friends, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know which ones were your favorite, and I will talk to you all later. Bye bye friends.